Having Cavendishes is good. But seeing that Hody Jones, it's good just because, again, rush, rest the two Dawn, or you could rest their Kayas, chump in with lead to the Kaya. That's always a good move so they can't keep bouncing them back the hand. Or just being able to rest the two Dawn. Overall, you want to see Hodies, but as a non-searchable card, it's kind of luck.
Does he play Zoro?
Or if he
He
plays the
used to.
Zoro,
Yeah.
I know people are opting to play 1 or 2 currently, and
yeah,
this is 8.5 format.
Yeah, 8.5. That's why it's a little tricky.
Turn on, I'll play baby 5 and pass.
So Johnny ends up going first in this matchup,
Mhm.
plays a baby 5. Not sure if he ended up seeing the Hody, but Vaughn is going to start off with the Kaya.
yeah, he might just be playing the baby 5 just to put something on board. I mean, none of the Don Quixote cards are really going to do much for him in this matchup. You're never going to play 10 drop. It's pretty much just all counter.
That is Dawn.
Oh, so Johnny is using Fukuro winter cards as Don because we used to call him Fukuro at local.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that is why Johnny has off 10
Mhm.
Fukuro.
Oh,
That's very bad.
I think
So-
that was 2 Hody Jones he just bottom decked.
Yeah, he just announced that it was very bad.
Yep. No, that's rough. He does.
I'll just go 7 at
Does
least.
he have one in hand? I believe
No,
so.
I don't think I saw one.
No, I think he might have one in hand. Since he just bottom decked 2 Hodies, that's kind of that off the table. I think he might run the Zoro. So if you have that Zoro, you just place it right away. And that's kind of your win con. Other than that, just establishing some Cavendishes to be able to still play out some bodies, refund some Dawn. But again, Bonney's a very slow deck. So Nami kind of just has free reign to do what it wants.
And you're seeing that right now. They just played a peel off right now,
Mhm.
drawing 2 cards.
Yeah, the peel-offs don't feel as bad because, board's not going wide.
Do you just establish a Basil this turn and pass turn, not even poking at the Nami? So you could at least swing 7? Or Basil's a 6 cost, right?
Yeah, I think it almost.
So you can't even establish
I
it.
think he does have a Zoro in hand.
I'll just go 9 at least.
I think.
Okay, he didn't tap everything else.
So swinging 9.
I would have just gone the full 10. I know it's kind of second nature to just leave that Dawn up, but there's really no point because Nami's not going to.
Oh, to swing at
He
it.
needs to tap the Kaya to kill it.
Yeah, he needs to tap the Kaya, but the Nami player is not going to be swinging at any character right now. So the one Dawn really isn't doing too much.
And you do see the Mr. Hanger in hand, which again is
Mhm.
good in the mirror or in this matchup where Bonney is going very
Well,
slow.
yes,
cycle.
right now it's good because Bonnie's going slow and he established a Marguerite.
Mhm.
This Nami is going through his deck fast.
Very. If Johnny can at least get to that 9 Don and establish that Zoro, he'll be in a way better position. Than he's
Yeah,
in right
I think that might be
His
Zoli
saving
way.
grace.
He will be at 7 if he does have that Hody, which I think he might. Place that down right now. Rest that Marguerite and Kaya.
I'll go 7 Don.
There he goes.
Yep.
Jones,
There you go. This
pass
is
Don,
exactly what he
There you
needed.
go. That's.
and then take top part of my life.
He chose not to rest the Kaya and just rest a Dawn.
Well, here you're going to want to go for the hanger. And you took
Yeah.
away his event for the turn, which is now not allowing him to do any of his events, which could have been Gavel this turn. But the hanger needs to go, or else he's going to be able to cycle out some of the,
5 at the hanger.
there it goes, some of the bad cards and get something else.
Yeah, because when you have, even just, 4 more turns in a game, those 4 cards matter.
Mm-hmm.
So Shanks, Basil, Bonney.
Yes, it looks like he does have the Zoro, so
And
he's
there's
going
the
to
impel down trigger we've been talking about last round.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
They drew 2. I would almost just establish Shanks and just pass turn and then swing big the next turn if I was Johnny.
Yeah, I think yeah, if you establish a Zoro, it might not be worth swinging.
Yep.
So Glorioso will allow him to look for a Kudra Pirates card, which I believe is only that 2K counter that's in hand that I see.
Believe so, unless Love Mellow counts, or is it just characters?
No, it could grab an event,
Okay.
but I didn't see Love in the hand. Just saw White Snake, Gavel, and Kaya. So that I believe that it was the only target. So Nami, as you see, he is seeing how exactly he's placing it, because it's gonna matter once he starts milling and getting to the bottom of the deck.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
I have lost for, placing it all wrong at the bottom
Yeah.
before, so I know firsthand on that.
Yeah.
So passes it over back to Johnny. And here, I think the optimal play is just to play the Zoro and not swing it past
Yeah,
turn.
it's not worth swinging. They're just gonna get counter out. He already has a fat hand.
9, play Zoro.
There it
pass.
goes. Yep,
Yep.
there it goes.
That's the
The
best
best
way.
thing he could have did right there.
Red rum.
Because all he would have been doing is just
Imagine.
speeding it up. Speeding up the Nami's mill.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare tap 6.
Because if you're going to attack, might as well force 2 events out at a time.
Imagine this Nami is running Red Rock.
I have seen it.
Just gets rid of this Zoro.
Yeah, specifically for Zoro. Which I think is, it feels silly anyway. Because it's like, you already have the good matchup against Bonney. Let's see.
So Vaughn was going through the deck very rapidly, but now this Zoro being established with the Hody Jones just completely changes the game for Vaughn.
Yep.
Play Shanks and pass.
Oh, man, he's setting up a field.
Setting up. He's basically forcing the Nami to have Kaya's in hand, and since he didn't play any last turn, he was pretty confident about just setting up another big character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Now-
know if I saw another Zoro, but I think I saw another Zoro. in his hand.
Oh, man. He needs to see another Hody.
Yeah.
Hody to be able to
Yeah.
rest a Margaret and a Dawn to potentially
Mhm.
take away one of these, swings or blocks that the Nami will do.
Yeah, a Hody this turn would be great, because then you have 2 8s, 3 9s, 11K, and then you can throw out your leader, depending how the situation goes.
Mm-hmm.
But we do know he bottom decked 2 Hodies already. So
Right,
seeing
heart of
that
the
fourth
cards.
one, you never know.
Heart of the cards is on Johnny's side.
Yeah.
So you see, looks like he is separating the Dawn to go
Yep. Looks
real aggressive with the board that he has right now.
Yeah, looks like he's not placing another character. Just better to get your high swings out.
5 at lead.
5 is interesting.
I
Um,
don't think it's that bad of a play though, because you might as well go 9 with lead. That's 4 Dawn. Let's get those big characters up. So he has to play 2 events every attack.
Yeah. I was also thinking just to get as many cards out of hand as possible from this Nami right now.
How much time left? 5.
Oh, does he have a Hody?
Maybe he did that to psych him out a little bit, separating his Dawn, but I feel like if he had a Hody, he would have just done it already. But maybe he's just redoing his math.
So if you guys did not know, Johnny actually did win Sully's last case tournament for OP7. Ended up taking home, I believe it was a Manga Sabo also.
I think so. Yeah.
So Johnny is very familiar with these top tables at the Sully's big tournaments. Maybe he's here for another manga today.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You don't pull them, you win them.
That's Johnny's motto right there.
Yeah.
Mr. Fukuro.
Yeah. Because with our luck, we're just pulling AA buggies.
Yeah. So he does swing 10 with his Hody Jones right now. It's going to force Nami to have to give a gavel
Yep.
or a snake dance. Yep. And one more card. So there's a Gloriosa.
Yeah. Again, that's why it was better just to swing the 5 with Bonney if you're going to,
Mhm.
because let's get 2 cards out at a time. 1 card out at a time, it's not doing you any good.
Yeah. So he's swinging 12 with the Shanks now. Well, he looks like he has 2 Impel
12.
Downs. He's got a lot of cards in his hand, Vaughn, here.
Yeah, the 12 makes sense though because then he can't just do a 4K and 2K. He pretty much has to give 3 cards or 2 4K counter events.
And then the Zoro is just going to swing with
Mhm.
everything here.
He still is also sitting in that Marguerite. Maybe that's what he's kind of debating. But if he wants to with Zoro, he can swing 13 3 times.
He could. He really could. So Vaughn here's thinking about how to correctly counter out of this shank swing because we know this Zoro's going to swing 3 times after.
Yeah, we don't have a deck count, but he's not at a deck count where he just kind of has game the next turn. So that Zoro is, I think, going to have time for another volley.
Yep, and he ends up choosing the block.
So 13 at lead. while
With
passing
that
has
Margaret.
1 to restand.
And then
Yeah,
here goes 13 with the Zoro.
yeah.
Resting the Don to restand him.
He's got a big hand, but there's only so much Dawn he can use.
Another 13 with the Zoro.
I think he's going to
There's
be
a
taking
gavel.
1 more life this turn from the Zoro.
So that gets him to 10. He's got to mill 2 cards.
Yep.
12, 14. Okay.
Looks
Wow.
like the Nami
Main,
forgot
has
to mill the 2.
Restand the Zoro. Swing at 13 again.
Did he forget to mill the 2?
I think he did.
Should we say something?
Yeah, it looks like he milled the 2.
That is a forced effect. He
Yeah.
has to.
Vaughn, did you mill your 2
From the gavel.
with a gavel?
I don't remember. Should I?
It is a forced effect. If you want to call a judge to make sure, go ahead and do that. But I just want to make sure
Yeah.
you're aware.
I don't remember.
All right.
I can review the VOD.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure that the plays are being
I'm
played
not.
correctly.
Yeah, I'm not sure either if he milled.
Yeah.
I'll review it right now for you guys.
Yeah, we're going to be
I'll pause the
reviewing.
timer as well.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
So we are going to
Honestly, if
review.
it's not my deck, I forget half the time.
So we are going to review the footage here just so we can see if Vaughn
I've
milled the
gotten-
2 cards or not.
Yeah, there are so many times where it's like I swing with this, the attack goes through, and I'm like,
Mhm.
wait, I didn't call the effect to
Can they still
restand,
hear
and
us
I'm
or
like, I just missed it now.
Yeah, because anytime an effect is used where it's like because like you can call an effect, but if you don't meet the conditions, like effect doesn't go through. But there is some cards where like you are forced
But yeah, if I can.
to do the effect, and Gavel is one of those where you have to trash those cards.
Also, I'll go whatever the judge thinks the right decision is. So
And there's the good sportsmanship of Mr. Fukuro right there.
Yeah, yeah. He's always, he just goes with the flow.
He's just a chill guy.
Yeah, I remember the 3v3. What was it after round 2? He got a Miller Lite already.
I got smoked at that case tournament by Johnny too.
Oh.
Was not a fun time for me.
Yeah, I did not expect that case tournament that Bonney was going to come out on top. I think everyone was just hyped about Lucci, and they were still trying to figure it out at the time because I think it was upon release, right?
It was the day after release, yeah.
Yeah.
if the down pair loses, I think it's the end of Swiss. You go to top 8, we could just be playing again like immediately. I'm pretty sure that could happen because I know the last case tournament. I think it was James, he's on commentary right now. We played last
There you
round.
go. Shout out to
Remember
me.
that? Like, oh, top 8. I played him again. And I won. I hope James heard that.
Yeah.
We
Way to
heard it.
rub it in over here. Yeah, Swiss, after this, if the down pair loses, which I believe is another Doflamingo, if he wins, we go another round in Swiss. But if not, we will be moving on to Top Cut for
Yep.
the top 8 to play for the manga. So still trying to pull up the footage.
Which I think if this.
It's right here, right?
Yeah, it should be in this swing. Oh, the swing after right here. So
And I think depending what Top Cut looks like, Nami has a really good chance with the matchups.
All right, so here it goes. Gavel.
So he trashed from hand. I don't think he trashed from deck.
Yep. So
Ah, fuck, I forgot to text people I was on stream, my friends.
No, he
yep.
didn't.
So Johnny Vaughn, can you hear me?
No, they can't. They can't
No.
hear you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
They shouldn't. If they heard you, oh my god, it would be so bad. All right,
Uh,
casters, players. Vaughn, mill 2. You were supposed to mill 2. You had not milled. You discarded correct to fill the first condition, but you never milled.
Okay, should I do that now then?
Yes, since it isn't required action from the card, you should. Since it's repairable.
Okay. And I believe we were in the
Yeah.
damage step of
Yeah.
swing 13.
So that was 2 Marguerites he just milled. Where are these Kayas? I think they're hiding in life, or they're close to the bottom of
My last
deck.
hmm
I know he knows what the last 5 cards are.
Yeah, one of those being a Kaya.
Yeah, one of them
So
being a
he ends
Kaya.
up-
Over to you.
He ends up taking that last swing from the Zoro. Passes it over. Not sure how many cards Vaughn has in deck.
Yeah, it looks like he does have Kaya in hand, yeah. So depending on his deck size, he might be able to fulfill his win condition just with the size of his hand.
Mhm.
But if he doesn't, he can be in a very bad position because again, Shanks, triple Zoro swing, another Hody. That's rough. And he has no more blockers to place down.
Do you do Oppies and trash 2 cards to potentially find another Kaya? Looks like Vaughn
I
is
don't think it
considering
would be a bad idea because he really has to set himself up for a win right
Oh,
now.
he had 4. That's right. He did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, so Vaughn is going to do a deck count right now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So 13 cards in the
14, I
deck.
think.
No, 13.
13. It's low. He has a lot of cards in hand, but if he can't win this on the clapback, if he doesn't have a setup, it could be over. And we still don't know what that last life is. Looks like a peel off.
How many did you see any peel offs in there?
2 peel offs. I'm not sure if I saw Impel down All Stars.
Yeah, he's been chucking them.
Yeah.
There's a chance there's a peel off in life.
Yeah,
For
I
another
mean,
draw, too.
13 cards in deck, 1 in there. That's not bad odds.
Oh, passes with 9 Don up. Unfortunate, not able to find that other Nami.
Yeah, I'm wondering maybe he thought that Apis was too risky.
To potentially try to find one that you couldn't get.
Yeah.
Because we do know there is one 5th from the bottom, so he would have to dig through at least 8 cards to at least find that. So there's a potential to find a Kai in those other 8.
He's also still at a good hand size, so those Love mellows are going to have to wait till the end.
Use 1 to
Oof,
respond.
swinging 16.
He's just going big.
He's going for the game here.
So 16, yeah, I mean, that's 11K counter. That's a lot to do each attack. Because you're going to have to do 3 events, 2 events, a 2K and a 1K.
hmm Ends up milling. Oh, there's a peel off. So
Yep.
the dream might not be alive for a peel off in life.
Yeah.
So swinging 16. He only got up to 9 currently. Dwindling the hand size for
11.
Vaughn.
Can he? No, he can't counter out of this one, but these next hits, I think, are going to be almost free.
hmm
Get the 2K back at least.
I believe give him the Oppies.
I think he gave the Oppies already. He can give up the Kaya, the finish.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not a bad move.
That gets him to 16, so he needs 1 more K.
4,
He has 4 Dawn left.
10, that'll go up to 15, then 16.
So maybe the Oppies would have just been the more optimal choice.
Yeah, with the amount of Dawn that the Nami player has left, and also, again, depending on trigger, I think Johnny is in a really good position to just finish this game right here. Because he still has 2 16K more attacks, a 12K, and an 8K.
Not only that, the Love Mellows aren't active since he has more than 3 cards in hand too.
Yeah.
So he's unable to use those cards. So Johnny could just hit him with back-to-back 16 and potentially
Yeah.
just get game.
So
game.
Nami's at 7 right
Mhm.
now.
At the 2, so I can know it's 2K. You're 2K
Oh,
higher.
Can I count it?
Yeah.
So 16 on the 7, so that's 9K. That's still that's a lot
I
to have to
believe he said
counter.
9 cards right now.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
Again.
Because we know I think he has 2 or 3 Love Mellows.
And a Usopp Band of Doom.
That's can't count that out. No trigger.
And I believe that was his last Kaya in
That
life.
was the last Kaya. That hurts.
I believe he might be able to get out of this swing,
He
but
can
he will
count-
not be able to get out of the
Yeah,
rest.
he can counter out of this, but he still has a 12 and an 8. Even though the 8 is only a 2K, it's the 12 that's making this difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So
11.
So he's at 11 with the Love Mellow. Cannot draw because he's at over 3.
yeah, but then
How much was it?
16.
so he's pitching the characters. Is he out of Dawn? I think he might be.
No, he's tapped out of Don.
Yeah, so if he's tapped out of Dawn, that's pretty much it.
Yep, so he has to pitch his last Kayas.
8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16,
He
17.
So he gets out of that, swings with the Hody,
I'm not correct.
and the Hody is going to finish the game.
Yep, and yep, this is just free.
Oh,
Only 3 cards in hand. The
there
math
he
is
goes. And Johnny Tsunami takes
there. Oh,
this round.
yeah. So it looked like a just
Yeah, but it's like once
terrible
it's coming
matchup,
down to
which it
around
is.
swing 17, 16.
Him placing the Zoro down and him placing the Shanks down without attacking. That's what won it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it back to you guys.
All right.
Yep.
So, yeah, being able to find that Zoro for Johnny definitely secured the game for him, especially after whiffing the 2 Hodies at the start of the game.
Yeah, no, that was the perfect opening hand. It did hurt to have the Hodies bottom decked. It would have made the matchup go a little bit faster if he had that second Hodie.
Oh, without a doubt.
But again, just swing big with the Zoro, make him give up 2 events at a time. There's no point in just swinging straight 9s in this matchup. No.
16, obviously. That's the way to
yeah,
go.
yeah, force that hand or force that life.
So we have 11 minutes before the next round.
Okay.
You guys want to sit here and talk a little bit about the event? Or do you want to take another break? The only reason I ask is normally it's up to the caster. If they want to just like cook, chill with the chat, or I could put chat now with you guys over here. You can
Oh,
talk to
yeah,
chat.
we could do that for a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's fine.
We can do that real quick.
So we'll chill for a while with chat.
Yeah, the game went, I don't want to say quick, but, it wasn't
11
a long...
minutes in the round.
Yeah.
Post-game commentary.
Oh, here
And
we
here's the
go.
man himself.
Mr. Fukro himself.
I basically got lucky. I mulliganed for Hody and Zoro, and I got them both my opening, and I drew into Shanks.
So excited.
That's basically what happened.
And we saw you whiff the 2 Hodies, too. What went through your mind?
I was like, I'm kind of fucked, but I saw the one, and I'm like, because I had Zoro and Hody in hand, I feel kind of confident still. Cause
Yeah.
Once the Zoro comes out, I really don't need the other attackers that much.
What it is,
That's who?
you replace the cards that you're missing.
Make it look pretty.
Yeah.
Wait, whose deck box is this?
Mine.
That's his.
Yeah, so I think we won't know until the end of the round. There's potentially one more round before Top Cut, I think. Or was this the last?
So it's dependent on one more person, Java Bomb, Jeremy. If he wins this round, we will go into one more round of Swiss. If not, we will be moving on to Top Cut. But
Okay.
very interesting. Johnny Tsunami definitely came in for the win.
Yep.
We finally got chat here so we can read what you guys are doing. We got Hydro Gunner. Miss seeing you, Chris. Been a while since I seen you.
Yeah, no, I'm
got
happy to see the
Spade.
Bonney come in the Top Cut, too.
Yeah, definitely Zoro is what saved Johnny. And he, like he said, he mulliganed specifically for Hody and Zoro and ended up finding both in his opening hand. So
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, he definitely wants to give the max rarity deck to Johnny to play.
yeah.
Top cut that I know of right now, obviously we got the Bonney. Couple Dofis. Vaughn is in the top with just being X1 right now.
Yep.
As far as that, I'm not too sure what the rest of the field was looking, but there was a lot of Dofis running around, and I believe 2 Luccis, red black Sabo. There was an Anel in round 1. Not too sure how he's doing currently.
Yep.
There was a Smoker, and yeah, we got Vaughn. So
Yeah, I
it's a
think
Dofi
it's
field.
yeah. I think with the amount of rounds and players, it is going to be kind of tight. Getting in that top cut, I think it's possible. Someone just got the bad tiebreaker.
Yeah. I do know Java Bomb is running Dofi, so if he wins this round, we will be going into another round, and it will be Bonney versus Dofi, potentially. So
Yeah. Which also I consider a really good matchup for Bonnie, but again, if Dofi gets out of control and you can't contain it, I mean,
especially with the Jozus, if
yep.
he's running a 7-drop Dofi to bounce, you never know. That's been teched in now.
Yeah, those Jozus hurt really bad because that Cavendish and even just carrots, I mean, that's what locks them down.
You take it away from them.
Yeah, and if you can get a Dofi in a carrot and Don Quixote, 10 drop cycle. I mean, stunning 4 cards. It feels game over.
Not
for
only that,
Dofi.
you have a big body on the field.
Yeah. You're establishing big bodies, so they're rarely countering out. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see how that goes.
I've been watching the local videos, Hydro Gunner. Man, I hope the locals over there, wherever you moved at, is just as sweaty as it was out here, Chris. Definitely, obviously you got the channel SGTCG if you guys ever want to watch. Shameless plug.
Yeah, Chicagoland area is just a very sweaty scene. Because, whenever I go on vacation, one of the things I will do is I'll try and spot out a local. And sometimes I go in there, I'm like, One Piece, it's huge community popping. And then I go to a local, and it's like, there's 3 people that show up.
Yeah, you never know.
It's a tough scene.
But I will say, obviously, Wednesday, Sully's Abode locals are a very good time to practice. That is their league night. Very competitive players come out.
Yep.
You're basically playing for free OP10 product. Obviously, you got to earn it for next set. Pricing goes out to top 10. I forget. I think it's like 1.5 pack per head that goes in the pot for when the release happens. So there's that. Saturday, Sunday, very casual here at the Abode. Yeah, very competitive scene over here.
Yeah, no, Wednesdays I definitely recommend coming by if you just want practice or, if you're just interested finding that consistent place. And I guarantee you that you will be a better player if you show up on Wednesdays. And that's why I'm not a good player.
You don't know how to read cards. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't. But, the weekends are also nice. When I started out, I was going to Sully's and super casual. There wasn't many of us. I'd go on the weekends. It was the greatest time. What made me fall in love with the game. And then out of nowhere, Sully's scene just blew up. So I definitely recommend coming by.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry, Adam. The video will be up. It's just a matter of time. And, yeah, agree with you too, Chris. Very, very sweaty at times. Good practice.
Yeah.
Good community. A lot of people get along with each other. It's a nice time.
Yeah, and also, too, it also branches out to, other shops. I've noticed a lot of other shops and scenes starting to just explode and, people trying to pick up the game and actually start a good scene. It's been very healthy for the game in Chicagoland.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a lot of